Here with head coach Jim Penders, the Huskies win the series against Memphis 4-2. Coach, more times than not, when you intentionally walk the four-hitter, you have their next hit coming up, probability of getting out is high, but it just seems like your five-hitter and sophomore Christian Fedko is one of your most clutch performers.
Yeah, I had faith in John that he was going to come through, but when they walked him, I wasn't disappointed to see Christian Fedko in the batter's box. Only a fool would be. Yesterday we talked a little bit post-game, just he wasn't getting a lot to hit, and when he wasn't swinging, and just talked to him a little bit. Hey man, you got to have swagger, or nobody does. You know, if you don't have your swagger, then the other 8 guys in the lineup are going to have negative swagger. So he's always had belief in himself, and that comes. But we're leaving here after recruiting about 2 hours after the last pitch, and I'm going into my car, and there's 2 guys in the barn, and it's both Fedko brothers. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So he prepared for it, and he believed he was going to get it done. 2 times he came up huge today. With our 3 and 4 hitters pop up, strike out earlier in the game. First pitch he sees, he laces an RBI right over the shortstop's head and hits the heck out of it. And then late, that's why everybody in our dugout felt good about having him up there. I think I do the same thing if it's 2-0 to the 4 hitter. I think you may want to think about putting him on, but especially after the day Topa had yesterday, Christian was ready to go. Fortunately, and he got the game ball today.
Your pitchers were excellent today outside of just throwing to first base there on a bunt for Caleb. Kind of just take me through after Jake gets tossed in the 3rd inning, how you wanted to set that up, because I know you guys have a whole lot of confidence in CJ and Caleb at the back end.
Yeah, I mean, it was not ideal. Obviously, we were hoping that Jimmy could give us a little bit more. Jimmy was dodging bullets. It was a lot of hard contact. He didn't have his slider today, and he was executing, for the most part, he was able to hit a few spots when he had to with his fastball, but his fastball wasn't quite the same either, so we knew we were going to have a short hook with him, and then when we weren't scoring runs, it was going to have to be even shorter. That hurt when Jake goes out, because now you got to figure out how we're going to get all these outs. Carl Johnson was really the key, I thought, to the ball game today. Kind of brought a sense of calm. After yesterday, or was it yesterday, comes in, bases loaded, nobody out, and gets out of it. He looked like he had a lot of confidence going today. He was a different dude than he was at Bryant, throwing so many balls. He threw strikes today, got some swings and misses, kind of gave us a chance to kind of regroup with the hard contact. Jimmy was giving up. Carl wasn't giving that up. So gave us a chance to say, all right, if we can get this, just get a lead, fellas, we're going to be in good shape with our veteran C.J. Dandino closing it out. We're hoping to get Caleb a few more outs there. If he gets that leadoff man out, he faces their 3-hitter. And we can maybe goose it through to give CJ the ball in the 9th. But once that guy's on 3rd base, I'm going to my guy, and our guy today is CJ, and he's capable of doing it. Had some tough luck with the wild pitch, hits Pat Winkle in the mask, but he was very good in the 9th inning.
Talk a little bit about letting last series slip away against Cincinnati, able to bounce back with big series win this weekend.
Yeah, just a lot of tension-filled days at home, and in some ways I'm glad to get on the road, as crazy as that may sound. It seems like the guys are pressing a little bit at home, and that shouldn't happen, but for whatever reason it is. And I think the bats hopefully will come alive this week. We need them to come alive. We've got an improved opponent in UMass. And they always give us a tussle no matter what the records are. So, and we're going to be a little short-staffed. We're not going to have CJ. We got to rest him a little bit for East Carolina, and we're not going to have Wallace. He has to serve a game suspension for the ejection. So we got to get back at it, and some other guys are going to have to step up. That means other guys will have opportunities. So hopefully they're preparing right now for those opportunities, so they'll be ready.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Chris.